Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Aloha Aries, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages for November 2021. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Please do like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button, leave me a comment. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. The more it expands, the more free videos that I can offer you. Before we get started, I am offering one-to-one mentorships with me personally. These would last 6 months to a year, depending on what you are wanting to bring into the world of forms. How we will do this is with a meta program or a focus on immunity. That is spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical immunity, building that foundation so that you can move through the metaverse with a very fluid movement, we'll say, and bring what you want into the world of forms. I also will be bringing in the attraction program of the Paradise program. As you can see, I have successfully found what paradise is for me in both the literal and figurative ways, and so now I am sharing that light with others. So if you would like to work with me one-on-one, please do email me to do a free consultation to find out what your needs are, and that is at thewhisperingdragonfly@gmail.com. Okay, let's get started. Aries, a little Hawaiian salt. That clears the energy and gives the minerals. We're going to look at a Keepers of the Light card for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of November 2021. We have Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. I think this is the most beautiful card with the pink roses there and the pearls. It says, awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. So Aries, I feel like what they're saying is there's a softening of your edges that's happening. You guys are fiery and on point and action oriented, but now there's this beautiful heart awakening that's happening for you, and it's softening your edges in such a way that you are able to receive and give love in a way that's, you know, balanced, they're saying, because sometimes there's a with Aries, you're the first of the zodiac, so there's a need to like conquer or be the first at something, or it's all passion. And I feel like there is a maturing that's happening in your relational field, how you relate to people in general, not just in your love romance. Your archetype fell on the floor, so I'm going to look at that. All right. So the archetype that you'll be working with is the box here. And they want me to read that to you, so let me find it, and I will. Okay, 151. Okay. So the box, let's see what that's about. So this is an overarching archetype. It says the cage, the rules, the norm. We all live to some degree within the confines of the box. This archetype represents everything that is known, anticipated, and expected. It holds us in place while simultaneously holding us back from our greatest visions. The box is sneaky, insidious, and everywhere, limiting us at the most unconscious levels. It is built of layer upon layer of social constructs and pressures. Breaking through its confines requires awareness, continued effort, and bravery. The box may appear as expectations from parents, a well-paying but heartless job, the pressure to look or behave like others, or simply to stay small. There is a box around you now made of some type of confining thought. What is it? The box shifts and morphs as we grow. This is part of its multi-layered nature. Once you break through one layer, another will present itself. Keep going, break through. An exquisite life requires it. So I feel like with this heart awakening, you're breaking through the box, your limiting beliefs, the social constructs of what it is to be a heart-centered being, what it is to move about your life with acceptance and divine love. What is your true desire in love and relationships, how you relate to others. I feel like this isn't specifically a love relationship, but I feel like everything in your life is coming into a more heart-centered place of being, Aries, and there's a need to free yourself from the confines of even your own limiting beliefs. Let's look at career for Aries, month of November. Okay. We have Queen of Cups reverse and Page of Coins reverse. So I feel like there has been a need to balance self and balance emotions, hence the heart awakening that's happening, and a need to communicate. So there hasn't been communication, at least not in the effect that you want it to be in regard to your financial life, your career path. I feel like some of you may have been waiting to hear back about a job that you really want. Some of you have felt really out in the cold, possibly because of the pandemic. You may have lost a job or just haven't. What it feels like is you're finally I just had an energy enter, and they're saying Jerry. So if Jerry means something to you, if that's your name or a loved one who has passed, they're just asking you to pay close attention to this one. And I also feel like they're giving me the energy of like the father or the grandfather that's going to help you with your finances. So it feels like whoever, this is clearly not going to be for everyone, but whomever this is for, they're saying that they have you, okay, and that they're going to make sure that you have the money that you need. For the rest of you, essentially, like, you have been going through a time, many of you might have been changing in your career or doing something a little bit different, but what they're showing is that the outcome is the 10 of coins. So if you've been looking for a new job, wanting to change your career, doing things a little different, you're about to really come into your own, and it's going to come through that heart awakening. It's going to come through thinking outside the box, okay? In all ways this month, asking yourself, how can I think outside the box? How can I think in such a way that may produce a different result than what I was expecting, right? So, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same result, right? And so it's like, I feel like you're going to be trying things differently, taking a more heart-awakened approach. Some of you may be a little more vulnerable with what you say, or give a little more information about like your personal life when it comes to career than you normally would. But that might just pull the heartstrings of the person that's wanting to hire you. Or if you're doing your own business, you will really think about how that makes your heart feel in the situation rather than the practicalities of it all. I feel like there's like impractical factors that are going to make you practically wealthy, right? And so it's like, but thinking outside the box to get there. Let's look at love and relationships for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. All right, we have the Magician, we have Tower reversed, and we have the Chariot. So I do feel like you're going to have success in some way and avert disaster. How you're going to avert disaster is really coming from your heart space and looking at things, again, outside the box. If you stay in the box, you're going to be forced to go through this Tower. But I feel like you're really allowing yourself in your love and relationships, like you're manifesting what you want in life, and you will be victorious with it. But it does come from averting disaster, and how you do that in your love relationships is through right action. Those of you that are already paired or partnered, this is through honesty. This is through communication that is centered around the heart. This is through allowing yourself to love and be loved in new and different ways. This is even, taking things from the physical and moving it more to the emotional and the spiritual, because Aries, you guys can be very, very physical. You're the first of the zodiac, so there's a lot of emphasis sometimes on the body, or sex or other things of that sort, and it may be that it's time to move into the emotional realm and the spiritual realm with your love or lover. Those of you that are single, you are manifesting this person that's coming in, and you will be victorious. And how you do that is, again, through right action. I feel like allowing yourself to be seen, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to give and receive in balance, to soften your edges. They keep saying soften your edges, to make that box into more of like a spiral or a circle. Let's look at the spiritual realm. Okay. So in the spiritual realm, you're really working on some things, like where you have felt, this is Palace of Wands, but in the reverse. This is the highest form of the wand suit through intelligence and intuition. Okay, this is the suit of Aries, is the wands. So this is where maybe you have felt like you've lost your fire a little bit, or you're not quite at mastery, and that's what you're working on. You're working in the spiritual realm. You're working on opening up your heart. You're working on opening up your intuition. The High Priestess is mute, but knows what everything that is going on around her. Okay, male or female matters not. Spirit's suggesting it may be good for you to get into meditation. Take some time to yourself. Take some time away from people, away from constantly interacting. A lot of times, Aries, I feel like where the distraction comes for you is there is a consistent influx of physical energy, and so often spending too much time with other people. So this may be time for you to go inside a little bit. It says darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. Really learning your darkness in such a way that it's beautiful, allowing yourself to enjoy the awakening of your heart, first to yourself, then to others. You cannot give from an empty cup. Okay, so the heart piece that's awakening is allowing yourself to be gentle, because as you're opening up your heart, you're going to be opening things that you didn't know you needed. Okay, so there's places in you that are going to want to be nourished. There's places in you that are going to want to give and receive in balance. Okay, and so it's like not using all of your firepower to conquer the other. Now it's a time to receive the other in a beautiful way, but there is a change in how you're going to be doing your energy in the month of November, and a softening that's occurring. All right, let's get one last card from the Shaman Stream Oracle, and it says the Wall. Obstacles. Okay, so you do have some things that you're butting up against a little bit in the month of November, but it's for your growth, Aries, and it's really beautiful, actually. It says obstacles, being inconvenienced by life, detours, and non-action. Now, you are being asked to come outside the box, to allow yourself to remove the walls, to allow yourself to notice the value of adversity. Sometimes the adversity that we go through, or what is seemingly like an obstacle or a challenge, is actually an opportunity. And so you are moving into having these brilliant opportunities, and it's coming from you awakening your heart and allowing yourself to give and receive in balance. But it for many of you, it's going to feel kind of foreign, and so they're wanting to reiterate that you have all the tools that you need to move forward in this life, and that you are doing an excellent job, and to allow yourself to see any challenges or detours that come up as a way to open your heart even more fully. Okay, so they said to wrap it up, so thank you. I will, and thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and until next time, aloha.